Well, welcome back. This morning you find us walking through the Tennant Lake trailhead parking lot. We're going to be heading not up to Mount Myra. We're going to be going past Tennant Lake and heading towards Mount Thor and Mount Thelwood in that area, and we're going to see how far we can get. Got a couple days booked out here and get some adventure in. Are we ready?
Ready.
All right. Well, come along if you want. And the start of the trail comes up right here to the left. Now lots of up coming our way. Well, after about an hour and a half, and I don't know, 619 meters of gain, we're almost at Tennant Lake. The dam is right there. So we get a great view of Mount Myra right up there.
Looking pretty moody.
Yeah, it's looking pretty moody this morning with the snow and the clouds. Yeah, it's didn't film the trip coming up to here because it's just a straight up grind. Up an old road, up this kind of a road, quite steep. So yeah, just be prepared for that if you're coming up here. Well, here we are, Tennant Lake. Hour and a half to get here from the bottom, from the trailhead, our parking lot. Right on. Well, once you're past Tennant Lake here, the trail gets a bit more interesting and more outback. So it gets, yeah, kind of a lot nicer and enjoyable. Made it up to Sandbag Lake, and this is where we take a deviation because this right here is Mount Myra, but we're going to be heading up that way, which goes on the ridge towards Thor and Thelwood. So right on. And that over there is the ridge over to Mount Thor and Thelwood. So you just kind of have to crest up over this here and then drop down on that ridge to go along it. Tennant Lake down below us, and making our way along the ridge line here. It's a bit of a, here's a bit of a trail, but there's also a bit of route finding. A little bit of cell service up here.
Here.
Oh. Okay. Made it through that mess. Now you can see the trail goes up that ridge. This has been an interesting ridge line so far. It's not super easy to follow the actual trail that's on here. Every once in a while you come across some beaten in path and there's a few cairns, but we have a sort of cloudy, foggy day, which limits our obvious visibility for the long shot navigation. So it's like little bits, which makes it quite fun. So we keep on going and making our way. That's all I can say about it. All right. Last time we were out here, we actually camped at this tarn. It was a beautiful sunny day, and you had fantastic views of Tom Taylor through that gully over there. And no bugs, and we were camped on that rock on the other side of the tarn. Perfect. Perfect place to camp. But it's only 10 o'clock in the morning, so we're gonna keep going. Let's scramble up on top of this little ridge line here. We just came through that. So through that, and then up here at some point. Let's figure it out. Well, as we're moving along the ridge here, you can get a little bit right here of Mount Myra. And then down here, you can see the bit of the open pit mine. That's down in the bottom is where we started. Came up to the lake over here. Then went up and around, up and around this ridge line right here, and all the way across. We're making our way over here to get over this way, which I'm not sure if you can see Mount Thor. Probably not, because it's so foggy today. But Mount Thor is in this fog bank over here, so we want to hopefully get past that so we can hit Thelwood. That's kind of the goal. It's only 10:30 in the morning, so we're doing pretty good. Been hiking for 4.5 hours, so right on. It's turned into a bit of a moonscape up here. All the white rocks, it makes it hard to see where the trail is or where you should be heading. So just kind of making our way and picking our way through it. So we're right above Carwithan Lake right down here, and then Mount Thor. I'm not sure if it's this one in the cloud right here or the one in behind it. So we got a ways to go, and then on the other side of that is Mount Thelwood. We're gonna head around onto this ridge line over here and make our way over there. Try to stay as high as we possibly can. And then, yeah, keep going. We've been hiking, I don't know, about 5 hours or something like that. So we're looking over here back at Mount Myra, right about there. We've already climbed quite a ways up onto Mount Myra, onto this ledge here, and then made this ridge line all the way along to top of that, right there, and then made our way down and over here. We still got to go up and over here somewhere to get to Mount Thor before we even get near Mount Thelwood. There's lots and lots of water sources up here. All the nice big tarns. You can see one like right here. There's one right off the shoulder right here. And you got the lake right there. There's another big tarn over there. It's just stunning. Unfortunately, you cannot see Mount Tom Taylor, which would be in the cloud right there. So temperature's pretty good. We had a bit of sun for a moment, but I'm actually preferring the sun away and the wind blowing. It's just a little bit cooler, nicer to hike in.
Yeah.
And Dar just broke out the bug net because they're horrendous right here. So yeah, we're gonna keep going and see how far we can get today. Well, the fog turned into rain. So we're now, we put our Gore-Tex on and continuing on. Yeah, I kind of got the bugs though. Dealt with those. So that was kind of good. But other than that, wasn't supposed to rain in the weather forecast for today, so, oh wow. So yeah, we're kind of off trail now. We're following a creek down until this little col down here, and then we'll head up that way. It's still raining a little bit. It's kind of eased off a bit, but yeah, we'll make our way along. Like I said, coming from down here through to down there where Dar's at. We get to the bottom of this and we're gonna hang a right. All right. Well, we made it to the top of the pass here above the lake, and we're going to be heading here. It's got a bit of a beaten in trail, and hopefully make our way around the back side of the knoll or knob there to get to Thor. And Dar's saying there's fresh scat over here, so we're not alone. Yeah, that's fairly fresh. Yeah, there's I don't smell any pepper spray or see any bear bells in it, so there's Thor Peak in the clouds right up here. So we gotta try to figure that out, how to get there. Still seeing some Karens, which is kind of nice.
It stopped raining.
Stopped raining, how about that?
Gotta like that.
Gotta like that. The views here just keep getting better and better and better as we get down into it and as we move along. We're coming on to another lake. No idea what it's called, but just wow. Well, we made it around the lake so far. We came down right here, down that creek. It's a very cool black band right there in that rock. But we're heading up this way now, as per our track we have. And yeah, still raining.
Oh, the rain came back.
The rain came back, and it wasn't the very next day. So we're gonna keep moving anyways because it's only 1 o'clock. And what are you gonna do otherwise? Hide out in your tent all day? Probably not.
No one ever melted in the rain.
Okay, we're gonna keep going.
Here we go.
What's that?
Here we go.
Well, we just made our way up from here. Up basically another waterfall. And I think we got to get across here and stay on the rock to get further up to that area there. Because as you can see, the snow is, there's a river underneath that snow. Well, I made it to the top of the snow. Just about, that is. There's the top up there where Dar's at. And then just a, looks like fairly short, straightforward push to the summit of Thor. Looks like our views are going to be phenomenal today with heavy fog cloud layer. But yeah, there was definitely a crux there at a lower little waterfall on this. Getting past that. Well, coming to the top of Thor Peak. Dar just crested it just before me. She said, oh look, there's a rock cairn. So I'd say that's the top. Yes, there's a rock cairn. Unfortunately today, we don't have the views we were hoping for, but still put in the work, still got here. And we're at the top, Thor Peak.
What a beautiful view.
What a what? Beautiful view?
I can't get over it.
Yeah. I know someone who's had views like these. Hey Dean?
Mount Irwin.
Yeah. Oh, come on, get off my wrist. So,
Go ahead.
oh, over there is Mount Thelwood. That's our next one. Or it could be, it could be anywhere over there actually. Wow. Okay, let's just do a little walk up here. It's a little brighter though up here than it was down below. Well, I can't really do around the world and show you the peaks. So, right on. Irregardless, we made it. Coming through Crystal Pass here. Have a couple of views, not much, but man, it sure does look rugged with what you can see. And it's nice to walk on this somewhat rolling ridgeline through the pass. Doesn't feel like I'm gonna die here. Because there was a couple sketchy spots back there earlier, especially with the snow and the waterfalls, slippery rocks. So yeah, no, this is nice. All right.
Yeah, it didn't come without its challenges, did it?
No, it did not come without its challenges. We're slowly making it down the moonscape of Crystal Pass. It's kind of nice to walk along here, but I just hope we can figure our way off of it to get to the ascent of Thelwood. With this fog today, it's really actually hard to get a line on what we're doing. So we're playing this all by ear. We just came down this complete ridgeline here. Stayed off the snow as much as we could. Gonna be going down here and then up onto a ridgeline up here you can't see, and then further down again before we actually hit Thelwood. So yeah, it'd be nice if it was clearer. The weather forecast is for a nice day, but we got this, so we're working with it. Hopefully the weather forecast for tomorrow is better, which it was originally, so I'll probably check the inReach later, see what the weather forecast says for this area. All right. On the ridgeline between Thor and Thelwood, you drop down a ways and then you got to climb back up again. So, oh, found a hole. Dar found a post hole. You all right? Yeah. Okay.
Want to see how deep it was?
Oh, I got that already on the camera.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a little wider stance. There we go. And I think we're gonna go up there. All right.
Stop here, eh?
The weather, well, it kind of,
Rain.
yeah, lighten up a little bit. But we are now doing the final ridge before Thelwood. So this over here, you can see that, that's Thelwood over there. We got to figure our way over to that and then apparently go up this way. And yeah, we'll see if we can get up there. What a trudge march.
March, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, we've had,
Not boring, that's for sure.
it's not boring. It's been a lot of search and find because the weather has been very limiting with visibility.
You find the odd Karen, no?
Yeah, very odd Karen. And then, yeah, kind of make our way along figuring it out.
Yeah.
But, like, look, there's a Karen
Oh, I see it too.
right back there. You can see it from here. So, I guess that's where we're heading to.
Like I said, there's the odd Karen.
Yep. But it, which really helps, especially in this weather, because we do not have any long distance views to go, hey, that's where we need to get to. So, this is not one for one that's inexperienced in the, especially with this weather, related to route finding. Starting to break a little bit on the mountain. Nice if it did. We might end up, if it's nice up there, you got a flat spot, what do you think?
That's what my plan is.
Sleep on top of the mountain if we got a flat spot. And it's nice. All right, we'll keep going here. There is Mount Thelwood. So the route is this here, up onto this left shoulder and then to the top. But like I said, I'm not sure we can do that because we don't have a crampon or ice axe or your helmet. We weren't anticipating that today, but wow. From here, what a beast in front of us. What a beast in front of us. It's the first time we've actually truly seen the entire mountain because of all the fog and rain and clouds. Now we got just a little bit of sun right now, so this is quite nice. Well, good morning at the base of Mount Thelwood, which is right behind me. What a difference from one day to the next. Yesterday, the weather forecast was actually for this kind of weather, and we had clouds and fog and rain all the way out here. So we hiked, I don't know, 18 to 20, I think, kilometers in here, about 2,000 meters in that kind of weather. So once we got here, it was a hard time setting up. So everything's just lying on rocks here, drying out in the sun. Tent's down there, wiped it off already. We are by a beautiful tarn here. It's absolutely stunning. Looking at Mount Thelwood this morning, just after the day we had yesterday, with all the rain and everything being wet. We didn't bring any. I know it's real right there and real close, but we did not bring microspikes. Not microspikes, crampons. We did not bring ice axes. And I took a walk over there a little further to actually get a better look at that snowfield, and it's pretty steep to do it without any of that stuff. So, you know, you think about it and you go, oh man, it's so close, you want to do it. But yeah, it's a little bit steep for not having that with you and that long. It's quite long, but we have a beautiful view here. of Phillips Ridge across the way, which is, you know, quite stunning. Been on that a couple of times. It's so yeah, and you have Carter Cole over here on the corner, and then last year we did the whole Phillips Ridge and up on the bump and all the way around. You couldn't just see Tibetan Mountain in the background today. And interesting enough, it looks almost like, what is that over there? Is that Mount McBride over there, or is that oh yeah, I think that's Mount McBride over there, the nice wedge up there, or it could be Albert Edward. I'd say we'd have to get up onto this ridge line later and actually have a look to see what's what, because we couldn't see it. We couldn't see any of that yesterday. We couldn't even see, you know, that ridge right in front of us. So yeah, what a morning. What a morning. What a transformation from yesterday. Yeah, and there was a creek running right through here yesterday, just because of all the rain that we had. So when they say weather can really change in the mountains, it sure can. You need to be prepared for it. And yeah, you need to be prepared for it, because if you're not, you can get yourself into trouble. So anyways, it's absolutely beautiful here. And we got to get ourselves back later up on top of that ridge. So it's time to head back. We just camped up there right by this tarn here, which is basically a lake. Absolutely stunning. We'll be making our way back up this ridge line over there. You can see that right there. Thelwood's right here with the waterfall. You can actually sort of see that today because it's still wet. And like yesterday, there was creeks running all through here yesterday, and now it's dry. You don't see any. And there's a few bugs. You can see them all zooming around Dar's head there. So, all right, time to head on out. Glad we're kind of out of that basin in there. Tom Taylor's across the way. There's Thor that we were on yesterday, and we got to still go over top of this here to get to Thor. So bit of a climb still. It's not so bad. We just climbed quite a bit out of the valley in there.
Yeah.
So
You can't see Mount Moen anymore.
yeah, you can't see Moen, which is right in that area there. That fog just came in really quick. Well, we're at the bottom of Mount Thor. Gonna make our way up here. Got a nice warm tarn here if you want to go for a swim. It's pretty frozen. We got more over here. Oh wow, that's a huge one. Let's see if I can make my way across here without getting wet feet. Let's have a look. Oh, wow. That's beautiful. You can hear and see the water going underneath the snow there. So yeah, we got to get ourselves up there. All the way up there. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, we just came over this ridge line right here and down. In behind here, that's Thelwood back there. And we're now headed up the grind up to Thor over here. Well, second time on Mount Thor. Yesterday, it was like a complete whiteout, so we have a partial whiteout, but not too bad. So over there is Thelwood, and we believe Moen over that way. Then I think this in here in the clouds is Big Interior. Oh, just missing Septimus in here in the clouds right now. And then over here in the clouds is Mount Myra. So where Dar's looking down here, we got to go down here and then down that chute there. There's a lake at the bottom down here. You got to go around and then up through this right here and around that peak to get to the ridge line well over there to get back towards Mount Myra. So yeah, we couldn't see any of this yesterday. Nothing, nada, zilch. This right here is, I believe, the peak of Phillips Ridge. We camped right there once several years ago. Yeah, as Dar's singing, it does feel like the first time because we couldn't see nothing yesterday. Not a thing. Wow. Perfect. Made it to the top of the snowfield. Halfway down the snowfield is a bit of a crux with a bit of a waterfall. So we gotta navigate around that or through that. We did it on the way up in the rain. At least now it's dry. But it is something we've been thinking about. Well, making our way down, as you can see, Dar's crossing here. We're going to be going right here and then stepping down to here, then scrambling down that and stepping down to there to get to the bottom. So yeah, this is kind of a bit of the crux of the route. So get onto this ledge right here. Oh, watch out, little rock. Yeah, I'm standing right here. I'm not moving until you're down. Damn. Yay, she made it. She's gonna have a little breather down there. Okay. All right. The snow chute we came down right here. You can see the crux in the middle, which is fun. Making our way around this lake counterclockwise. Now we're heading up this creek. So Mount Myra right in front of us. So we got to climb a ways up on that still today. It's quite a ways away. That's okay. We'll get it done. Oh, Karen, yep. Apparently we're on the right track. LOL. Well, we're getting back closer to Myra, which is right here. So we got to go make our way back down and then up a hump and up a bit of a ridge line, and then we can head back down to Tennant Lake there and then back down to the vehicle. So it looks like pretty good chances at being, what is it right now? 5 to 2, so we're 150 to make our way out of here today. So a 2-day travel total from the bottom to Thelwood and back to the bottom. That's what we're predicting here. So that's a good effort. Good effort. Hope you're enjoying. One of the prettiest little places to have a camp. Up on that rock on the other side. Got a nice tarn for drinking and cleaning off. Yeah. And from that rock on the other side, on a nice day, you have an awesome view of Tom Taylor over there. Just above Tennant Lake now. Just have to get on the shoulder here of Myra, and then we'll start dropping back down to the far end of Tennant over there. Got Phillips Ridge on the other side here. Golden Hind back there in the behind. Mount McBride up here, Marble Peak. So right now we're sitting on the shoulder of Myra. Not quite to the top where we need to turn off to head down to Tennant. But give you an idea, go all the way into the back there. The one that you see is in the clouds in the middle. That's Thor. And it drops off the right with a snowfield. And you can see a ridge line. That's part of, I believe, part of Crystal Pass. And then in the very back could be Thelwood. Not quite sure. There's one there on the left in the clouds, which may be Thelwood itself, or they're both part of it, but that's where we came from so far today. We got to make it all the way down there. And then from down there, we take the cat track down to the vehicle, which is, again, quite a push.
Oh yeah.
Quite a push, right?
Very much so.
Right now, we're just enjoying the wind.
The wind, keeping the bugs off.
Keeping the bugs off us. Holy smoke! There's lots of bugs up here right now.
So obviously, no shortage of water.
Yeah, no shortage of water at all. There's water everywhere, which is nice. So you can drink your fill. Just make sure you put electrolytes in it.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to this turning off point on Myra and continue on that way. Made it down to Sandbag Lake. Now we just have to link on with the trail and get on out. Mount Myra up in the clouds. Let's find the trail. Well, I don't know what to say. I hope you enjoyed that adventure. It had a little of everything. Little cloud, little rain, little sunshine, a little bit of wind every once in a while. It had obstacles over and under. It was a beast to get that done, starting yesterday morning and finishing up this afternoon, coming down 6:36, and we've done 38 kilometers and 3,100 meters of elevation gain since yesterday morning. That was a push.
Yeah.
But you know, even with the rain and everything, it pushed us out of our element again, which was actually really good.
Got some really good moody pictures.
Yeah, Dar's got some good moody pictures and hopefully have some good moody video. Anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for tagging along. And I think I'm supposed to say something like and subscribe or something like that. Not sure what it does, but all right. Have a great day. Thanks for joining.
See you later.